Here we are again, time for another little Spasco Dolly video, brought to us once again by Fat Lazy Kitties, like this one, Fat Lazy Kitties, my Megger's princess, yeah. What's the matter, fatty? Oh, Fat Lazy Kitties. In relation to the video I had posted a few days ago, a doll on a 27 centimeter Obitsu. The request was posted for a 23 centimeter Obitsu on a pull-up head, which, as I've mentioned, is a bit of a silly look, but we can certainly do that. So I've listed the help of my Sophitia and my Cody. So Sophitia will be the pull-up head in question. This is the 23 centimeter, this two-part soft bust body. After I put the head on and put the wig on, I'll go ahead and pull off the shoes and the clothes just to kind of get a better perspective. Also show, because I've already prepped it for use on a doll. I guess the flash is a little bright on that. Let me see if I can... You can kind of see this little screw there and a washer. I took the original piece that it comes with, cut it in half, and then I also trimmed the peg down that the piece attaches to, and then I used the screw and the washer, as I know I had briefly explained in another video, because they're neck peg pieces. If I can get one out, my chubby fingers, there we go. It'll look like this. And depending upon how you trim it, you know, you don't necessarily need to use a washer, but either way, it's a couple of possible options. Except I still have one of the washers in here. If I can just get it out of my little box of neck peg piece as well. You can kind of see the little gold washer sitting there. So, very simple stuff that you can find at any little hardware store. I basically just pulled the head off. I pulled the elastics off because they were getting kind of old and coming apart anyways. So, usually when I end up taking them apart, I usually end up having to replace the elastics. For example, I just have a little tiny green one here. Set this down here. I'll put one on it, kind of see how it looks. There we go. So, I just put the one elastic around her neck. Grab Sophie's head here. Two would probably be ideal here. The screw comes really close to the eye mechanism there, but this shouldn't be a problem. Two elastics would probably be a little better, but for now I'm just going to leave the one on there and then close up her head, and then we'll take a look at her. So I'm going to pause for a second. Okay, so that's the way we're currently looking now. Not too bad. I guess I suppose if you match the wig up with it, it's all right. Where the head won't be too big. So like I said, the heads are wider. The pull-up heads versus the doll heads. Not that you can get a very good perspective, but there is. Let's see. There's a tiny bit of gap because the neck peg is a bit smaller in general there, but that's not too bad. I suppose only certain angles you'll really see it. For else, she certainly looks okay. You know what? Let's stand on 27 centimeter up next to her here. Let's see. I'll grab. Her sister, Cassandra. Oh, your foot is crooked. You're not going to stand well like that. That's why I'm leaning you up against the fan. Easier said than done, perhaps. So, there's kind of your height difference. Certainly there's a bit of difference in the body there, so I'll pause again here real quick. And then I'll go ahead and declothe her so that you can kind of see the proportions of the body and aspect to the head and kind of get another idea from there. Okay, so here we're looking at her again, now that she is declothed a bit. Let's see if I can, without blocking the lens, kind of get a look at her. So yeah, I noticed for whatever reason the 23 centimeter girls, their feet are a little bit longer than the rest of them. The 25 centimeters, the 27 centimeters, and the 21 centimeters all have pudgier, shorter feet. Whereas for whatever reason, right in the middle there, the 23 centimeter girls, their feet are kind of longer than normal. We're not kind of a side view there. If that certainly helps. Kind of use the light of the screen there to kind of get a different perspective. So yeah, that's what a pull-up head will look like on a 23 centimeter. On the 23 centimeter, her head might be a little heavy and wobbly because, like I said, the neck is a bit skinnier. So it does change the way she'll sit a little bit, but she doesn't seem to be too floppy to keep from posing. 23 centimeters also have a fairly cute little bum, though the crack definitely seems to go kind of high, but not too much of an issue there. So hopefully that kind of helps show. I can go ahead and compare. While I'm thinking about it, we'll grab Harmony. There we go. So that you can kind of get an idea. If I can get her feet flat here. Kind of what the differences are looking like between the 25 and the 23. She sits just a tiny bit taller. Kind of moving between with and without the flash on the phone here to see if it kind of helps. I don't know if you can kind of see the feet are longer on the 25 versus the 23 versus the 25. And for whatever reason, the 25 centimeter has these funny little knobby looking knees, versus the other girls have the same knee joint as I've shown in the past. There. However, not bad really. You know, if you gotta do a further bend than that, it gets a little funny given, let's see, I want to say that. There we go. That is the maximum comfortable bend that her knee has before it gets a funny look. But if she's wearing pants, it wouldn't matter because any further back than that, and then you get that goofiness happening. But has not proved to be an issue. So yeah, hope that sort of helps answer some questions as to how they're looking there as far as the different heights. And, you know, I mean, obviously, as I've stated in the past, the 23 centimeter and the 25 centimeter have more of a childlike body, certainly, than the 27. In my personal opinion, the 25 centimeter does do a pretty good job of representing sort of a teenage body, and then the 23 centimeter would represent more of a preteen body. I don't have a 21 centimeter right now at the moment that I can grab for further looking there, but as we've seen in the past on Ichigo, she's on a 21 centimeter, but of course they only make those in hard bust. So yeah. Any other questions, you know, feel free to give me a shout and I'll try to get a video up as soon as I can. Well, that's it for now, I suppose. More fat cats. Yeah.